talking with Mr Akhurst, former principal of Corrimal Public School, as a part of our 60th anniversary celebrations.
When did you first come to the school and how long were you the principal?
I came to Corrimal East School in January of 1995. I had been a principal at Stanwell Park for about 10 years, and I left here, retired from Education Department and from teaching in December of 2006. So I was here for 12 years.
What were the best things about working here?
The best things, there are so many to mention. I think the first thing that I really loved doing, because that's what I wanted to be when I was at high school and when I was at university, was to be a teacher. And the best thing about being at Corrimal East was you kids and being with children who are exciting and excited and want to learn and stimulated, well behaved. I was really impressed by the professionalism and energy of the staff. Very good teaching staff, quite a large teaching staff in those days. And the community, the parents and the school community were all very supportive and got involved in our education, or the children's education. We had huge playground. That was a fantastic feature. A good IT program, the computers that we had at the time, and that's improved exponentially, if that's the word you understand. Good choir, choral performance, music program. It was, in all of my career, it was the best 12 years of my teaching career, and that's true.
Why did you decide to become a teacher?
Well, as I said already, I already wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher from in my teenage years. I wanted to do something that encouraged children to be the best they could. I wanted to somehow make a difference in kids' lives, and you know, it's really rewarding in our career when you come back and people say hi, and these guys knew me when I was here, or you run into adults in the community and they say, "You taught me at Stanwell Park or West Wollongong," and they thank you, and they're glad that you were their teacher, and that's one of the really nice things about being a teacher.
Do you think public education is important?
I certainly do. I feel that public education offers opportunities to every child, regardless of their cultural background or their financial situation, their whatever home they come from. They're entitled to free education, to be the best they possibly can. Public education is where I went through school, and my children went through public education, through public schools, and it's a really good way of giving every opportunity to every child if they choose to come to a public school.
What do you think about our moves to having a one-to-one iPad program?
Well, we started to talk about this before, and I felt that when I was talking to David, I'm sorry, your teacher, about this on our emails back and forth, it worried me that it would cost so much, but the program of having one iPad to every child, however you get it, through fundraising or from lending it, from the school lending it to you, or you bringing your own, gives you portability, means you can carry it anywhere, accessibility. I think being able to access the internet and do research and facilitate your learning and be better people because you've got access to the internet, as long as you use it sensibly and maturely. And one of the things one of the challenges that your generation has these days is to access the internet and social media sensibly, because there are so many stories where people say something on Facebook or Twitter or Twat or whatever it is and regret it later, because once it's out there and for everybody, it's too late if you've offended somebody or bullied somebody, and that's a real challenge. But for you guys to have access to add to your learning, I mean, in my day, if you wanted to find something out, you say you were doing, and we used to call it social studies, and now you call it human society and its environment. If you had a project or an assignment where you needed to find something about the journey of Captain Cook, for example, you would go to the encyclopedia. You'd get C, that volume of C off the shelf in the library. You'd read about it, you'd take notes. Totally different these days. And I think the use of the iPad in the classroom, or for taking home, or for out in the playground, or wherever you are, on excursions. How fabulous it would be to go to, say, Symbio, looking at the animals, having assignments to do, having questions asked of you and answers to produce, to be able to take a photo on your iPad, bring it back and then put the text in and do the assignment that way. Electronic projects, not just putting it onto a piece of paper. Am I going on too much? No.
Thank you for your time, Mr Akhurst.
That's a pleasure. Gosh, that was better than I thought it was going to be. And it's really lovely to be back here at Corrimal East. As I said, it's absolutely the best school that I've ever taught in. 42 years in the education in the Snowy Mountains. But Corrimal East's pretty special in my heart. Thank you for having me.